Hey, what's up? It's been almost a year, but it's your boy Father Moo back on the microphone. That's right, Moo. Why am I here? Why am I yelling my words into the internet word hole? Because it's time. It's time to talk about CHIA. But before we talk about CHIA, let's talk about farming. Ever since the dawn of time, or perhaps earlier, man has farmed for his own survival. And in addition to growing fruits, vegetables, and even animals, man is now finally ready to farm money. That's right. The good thing about farming is that it's green, not like mining, which is, I don't know, a bad color. Whatever the bad color is. Mining is definitely not green. It uses up all the electricities. By mining here, of course, I'm referring to mining Bitcoin, mining Ethereum, mining SafeMoon, and all the hundreds of terrible other crap coins that are out there in the world. And it's become so that even if a nice internet guy like Matt Bors wants to turn one of his cartoons into a nifty NFT, the Twitter folks will jump down his neck saying, no, it's super not green to mine those coins. Crypto is killing the earth. Stop. Ow. And you know what? They're right. They are killing the earth. I mean, yeah, that's bad. Killing the earth is bad. Let it go on record. Father Moo believes the death of the earth is bad. I know I'm saying something so controversial and yet so brave, but that's what I'm going to say. Anyway, the point is, there's a very smart guy. Smarter than Steve Jobs. Smarter than Vitalik Buterin. Smarter even than Satoshi Nakamoto. Who is that person? His name is Bram Cohen. He invented the BitTorrent, which is how you can get the Avengers Endgame and all your other little meme TV shows and movies for free without paying any money. He invented that, and that was years ago, and we all love the BitTorrents. We all think it's super great. But then after a while, he's like, yeah, the BitTorrent is great, I've done my thing, but what if I came up with a crypto that wasn't quite so ungreen as Bitcoin and ETH and all the other guys? And he did. The key difference here is not just that he's a genius, but that instead of using the proof of work algorithm that Bitcoin and Ethereum use, he came up with something called proof of space and time, which sounds like a Harold Innis book, but isn't. Proof of space and time means you got to prove to the blockchain that you have space on your hard drives and you are going to farm it for a certain amount of time. If you do prove that, you get a little lottery ticket. And if your lottery ticket comes up a winner, you get a CHIA coin, which is, as I said, this new crypto. So, farming is the new hotness. Everybody wants to get behind that. But you're asking me, oh, but Father Moo, I don't have a dedicated ASIC mining rig. I can't participate in your little project. Well, that's crazy talk. You can participate in the project. Even an average computer with a couple of cheap or even affordable drives hooked up to it can farm CHIA. That's what's amazing. And not only that, if you do it in Windows, although it is a little bit slower, you can use a beautiful GUI to easily complete the process. It's not exactly a no-brainer, but it's definitely a small brainer. Even a small, tiny brain can carry out this process. So that's why I've revived the old Moo channel, because I too am getting in on the ground floor of this sucker. CHIA is not even currently available to buy or trade on exchanges. Today is somewhere in late April. It's supposed to go live on the 3rd of May. So for at least a couple more weeks, the tidal wave is still surging, hasn't really hit yet. So we're trying to get in on the ground floor, set up a simple little rig at home, which is not too noisy, it doesn't cost too much money, and with a little bit of luck, we may be able to farm some of them coins. So let's take a look now. On the screen, you can see the GUI. The first step is to generate a wallet. If you were installing this for the first time, it would tell you 24 magic words, which you have to write down in their order, file them away somewhere safe in case you need them again, in case you switch computers or you have a computer problem. You got to protect those words, not your coins, not your crypto, that's what we say. But anyway, once you got those words, you can proceed directly to just click on that first button there, and it goes straight into the graphical user interface. Okay, first we see it connecting to the wallet, logging in. You can see my wallet there. I click on that, and this is my first screen, the full node. As long as you're connected to the internet, and you can see here it says not synced, it's not a big problem. You're running a node of CHIA yourself. In wallets, you can see the balance that you've generated so far, which as you can see is none. This is just a test computer. And you can add a plot. Plotting is what you do before you start farming. So click there. First of all, we see the plot size. It's 101 GIB, but you need temporary space, which is bigger than that, as much as 236. So the number you want to remember is you need 360 GB on a drive, which you're going to plot. And as it says there, you should choose a fast drive. And you can choose a number of plots you want to do at once. You can plot in parallel if you have multiple cores in your super fast computer, but you don't need any of this advanced stuff, not really. It's easy enough just to add one plot at a time, and you need to select a directory where you're going to save that. So as it says, the 360 GB you need for your main plotting drive, that should be a fast SSD, like an NVMe SSD, preferably even enterprise grade. But for once it's done, once it's plotted, you're just going to save it to another drive. The other drive doesn't need to be a fast new SSD. It can be an old slow HDD, SATA HDD, an older SSD. They're all fine. Then once you've created a plot, you go to your farm and you add that plot. You can take a look at the trades you've created, except of course this isn't live yet. And yeah, the farm is the key thing. It may take like 8 to 12 hours to create a plot. That's 360 GB on one drive. Then when it is done, it saves to another drive, 100 GB. It sits there, and it just sits there. You connect to the blockchain, and it'll run the process itself in real time, and it's basically done. You keep your computer on, and you keep connected to that, or connect periodically to the CHIA node, and the coin should just start rolling in. I know it sounds almost too good to be true, and I know everybody's out there saying, oh, but there's so many coins already, how do we know this one is good? Well, just to recap, number one, Bram made it. Bram is a very smart man. Number two, anybody can do it. You can do it. I can do it. I'm going to do it this weekend. I'll show you my rig once I get it set up. And finally, it's green. Running an SSD is extremely not power intensive. It's even that writing process, if you leave it plotting all night and then once it's done, you leave the farm connected to the CHIA node, that is nowhere near the amounts of power that Bitcoin or Ethereum mining rigs are sucking down every second or so. It's a tiny amount of power. So, yeah, that's my intro for now. Please join me in the wonderful world of farming, and may our crops grow up healthy and make us all filthy rich. Thank you for tuning in. Moo out! I believe that CHIA, more than just being a coin, I'm not farming it because I really think this coin is going to make me rich. If it did, great. But it's nice to be a part of this community and to be able to do it without a massive investment. It's rather than just seeing crypto as something you buy and sell to profit off of. You can, with this, if you start early enough, you can actually be in there, making it, growing it, contributing to the community, It may seem like a drop in the bucket, but without a whole bunch of drops, we wouldn't fill that bucket, as my grandmother once famously said. So yeah, give it a shot. Download the software from chia.net, install it on your Windows machine, tweak it, and see if you can come up with a couple farms on your drive. See if any of those pay off for you. If you get better at it, you can run it in Linux or in Mac OS, because they seem to be faster. You can optimize things, get better at it. I'm not there yet, but I'm going on a journey, so come with me. We're going to do this. Chia time.